You're listening to ROCKWiRED.com, online radio that rocks. Welcome to the latest edition of ROCKWiRED Radio Profiles, exclusively at ROCKWiRED.com. I'm your host, Brian Lush, and the music is out there. And today we're giving it up for the French metal band One Way Mirror and their brand new album, Capture. Check out the band at their official website, www.one-waymirror.com. If that didn't make any sense to you, you can check it out right here at ROCKWiRED.com, where the link is provided. ROCKWiRED had a chance to speak with the band's guitarist Frank regarding their new album, and here's how the interview went.
So how are you liking the States so far?
Man, it's not my first time here, but I arrived on the 26th of December, and I've been to San Diego, Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, of course, Beverly Hills, Hollywood, and everything, and you guys know how to welcome people. I really like this country. Is so big. There are so many things to see, and I really like people here. And it's really rock and roll country, I guess.
Well, yeah, it was sort of born here, kind of. I mean, the English people kind of took it a step further, but it kind of came from here. But you've got this, fantastic album, and it's great. I've given it a listen, and now that it's out there for people to listen to, how do you feel about the finished work here?
Oh, it's complicated to say. I think we're really happy about the results because we worked really hard, but in a really good mood. We reached the mood we had during the first album. I think it's most of the songs, even if the lyrics are sometimes not unhappy. It's a funny album. We did it with a big smile, and we're happy of the result. It's just the kind of album we can listen to.
And who all helped you in putting it together? Who produced this thing for you?
Oh, we produced it by ourselves.
Oh, wow.
And it's we've got our own studio called the Dope Studio in France. We're recording all of our albums. So it's quite cool because we have the time to do anything we want. We got absolutely no pressure of time or no pressure of anybody else. But it could be nice sometimes to have hear for someone else that doesn't know the band. Taking maybe someone to maybe mixing the album like we did in the first album with Stu Madsen, but. Anyway, we really wanted a certain sound and a certain production, so it's easier to produce it by yourself when you know how to do it.
Right, exactly. And let's see. And so far, have there been any reactions to the new music that have surprised you or that you didn't expect?
Oh, so far we got a lot of really good reactions, which is kind of strange for us.
Why is that?
We always got bad reviews, so it's equal normally. And so far we have good reaction, and especially from our close friends, our family. So it's really important, and of course we really appreciate it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see later when we're gonna receive all the bad reviews and the haters from the internet.
It's full of trolls. Who cares what they think? But I guess it's worth mentioning. While I've interviewed quite a few French Canadian acts, I think this is probably the first time I've ever interviewed a French metal act ever.
Oh, really?
Ever,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, describe the music scene that you're surrounded by over there. I mean, we in the States, we never hear anything about French artists, really, other than ones that were around a while ago, but...
No, come on. You never heard about the band called Gojira?
Well, what band's this?
Gojira.
Yeah.
So it's a French band.
Well, shit! I had no idea.
They get signed on Roadrunner Records.
Oh, okay.
So it's Metallica over in US, Slayer, and there is also another band called Dagoba.
Okay. Oh, I only know them by name and partially by sound. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh no, it's normal. I totally understand because the French scene was so quiet during many years, and it's just beginning to being bigger and bigger. And now we have like a good following in France, good fans following the bands and supporting the bands. And it's going bigger and bigger. So it's cool because the productions are better than in the past. And now we think about producing ourselves outside France, especially in United States or Sweden and Denmark. So in France, it's going well so far. Right now, it's so cool, but it's still complicated, to be really honest. So it's not that easy. It's more difficult than going to England or US, I guess.
I see. And tell me, and just give me a little history of the band. Tell me how you guys, got together and got started. How did all that begin?
Oh, at the beginning, believe me, it was a real joke. My brother and I met Guillaume, the singer, in 2000 during the recording of our other band called Licencia. And he came to the studio for helping us to sing on really high notes, and that we cannot reach. We were like broken voices, like. And this guy was a really good singer, so we heard about him, and he came to the studio and helped us. And we keep contacting with really good friends, and he introduced us to Dirk Verberen, the drummer of Soul Rock now, because he used to play with him. And like 8 years or 10 years after, during a big party, we decided to make a band all together and like, okay, we're gonna do like easy songs, like rock and roll songs we like to play and we like to hear. So we stayed like 12 days in a rehearsal room, and we created like 12 songs in 12 days, and we just sent like 4 CDs into the labels, and Metal Blade say yes directly. So we went into the studios, record the album, and just right after being on tour. So it started really quick. So the first album has been released through Metal Blade. Then we toured with Soulwork. It was pretty cool. We had good promotion and everything. And then we did a second album. But we get fired from Metal Blade, actually, because we didn't sell enough and we didn't tour enough. This second album was mainly concentrate for the French market, because we just forget the French market for the first album. So we wanted to be concentrated on the French market, Swiss, Belgium, Italia, for the second album. And that's why you never heard about this album, I guess, in US, or maybe 200 people bought it. And we decided to come back and do, we had something in our stomach, like something really strong, like, okay, we really want to do something good. We want to come back. We want to sign with a really good label. And so we did this album, and we sent it to Pavement Music. And Tim King, he said, wow, he's really good. And we started to talk with him. And so he signed the album, and we're really, really exciting because they work really, really hard. And
yes,
it's a big label, but it's like a family. So we're really happy about it, and they work really hard. So now we expect to come here to tour.
And tell me who the other members of the band are. Tell me who they are and what it is you think each of them brings to the table that makes this thing work.
They bring nothing. I do everything. No, actually, so there is my brother, David. So I do absolutely everything with him. I got 3 bands like Licencia, Phase 1, and one MiRROR, and we got our studio in France. And there is Guillaume, the singer from Nemic, and he used to play in Scarves. There is Clément on the drums. He plays with a band called Tank in France, which is not a small band anyway. It's a good band. And there is Perdi, and Perdi is the bassist, and he plays in a band called General Lee. So all of us plays in several bands, but right now the baby is One Way Mirror. We're gonna put all of our energy in this band. And all these guys, we work really hard all together, really hard, but really cool. We're always having a lot of party, and we cannot do it if we are not really good friends. I think that all of us we are the best friends in the world. So it's really cool. We're really happy about it, and we're ready to do anything to make it work.
Great. And explain the songwriting process in the band. How do you guys go about it?
Oh, it's really easy. We compose mainly by duo. It's always Guillaume and me, or Guillaume and David and me. It's mainly like this. And then the two others, Perdi and Clément, they come around and they do all the arrangement. And they bring also some riff, some guitar riff or something like this. It works pretty well like this. So we keep going like this. But sometimes Clément or Perdi, they're coming with a song. They did just both of them. And we like doing like this because we don't like going in a rehearsal room. And all of us, like 5 people coming with a riff, and it's going to be the mess, So we like doing simple, and mainly we compose one song for one day.
Wow. And with that being said, what songs off of the new album stand out for you the most, and why?
Like Thinking of Dawn, of course. And Warnings, I guess. Warnings is very special for us because we're starting composing this song like rock and roll songs, like the rock ballad. And we wanted to do something more electronic and changing, the rhythm and give it something like more mechanical. And we asked a friend of us who was the keyboard of a band called Pony Pony Run Run. They sold a lot of albums in France. And this guy is really good on keyboards. And so we give them the separate tracks, and he came back with this song. So it's a song we composed, but he rearranged everything. So we're really happy about it, and we're still really surprised when we listen to the song.
And what would you like people to come away with after they hear this album? What would you like them to think and feel after they've listened to it?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's a really good question. I don't know. I just want to make sure that when people listen to this music, they just be happy and smiley. I think that's the most important thing, and they're having fun. Just be sure that when they listen to this music in the car, like for going surfing, or I don't know, going for a party, they just hang banging in the car or something like this.
Check out the band at their official website, www.one-waymirror.com.
Rock on. Rock on.
That's going to do it for this edition of ROCKWiRED Radio Profiles. A special thanks goes out to Frank of One Way Mirror for his time and his music, and to Shauna O'Donnell of Pavement Entertainment. For ROCKWiRED, I'm Brian Lush, and remember, keep your eyes forward, never look back, and make it up as you go. ROCKWiRED Radio Profiles is powered by ROCKWiRED Media LLC, a limited liability company, and is available exclusively at ROCKWiRED.com. Online radio that rocks.
Rock and roll.